In the 1970s, when you turn on your radio, something had changed. You heard Parliament's deep bass lines. Earth, Wind and Fire's horns exploded. James Brown shouted, "Get on the good foot." This wasn't just music. This was our freedom cry. Civil rights had been won, but the fight wasn't over. And funk music became the war cry for the next generation. Today, we're going back to those days. This is the story of how funk music shaped Black America in the 1970s. How it gave us power. How it gave us pride. How it gave us a voice when the world wanted us silent. Let me take you back. It's 1970. The 60s are behind us. Dr. King is gone. Malcolm is gone. The Panthers are being hunted. Civil rights laws are on paper, but life? Life is still hard. Black folks are tired. Tired of marching. Tired of protesting. Tired of asking for what should already be ours. And then the music changed. Soul music had been smooth, pretty, safe enough for white folks to enjoy without feeling threatened. But funk? Funk was different. Funk was raw. Funk was unapologetic. Funk said, "We're here, we're black, and we're not asking permission anymore." The bass got deeper. The drums got harder. The horns got louder. And black people? We danced like we'd been set free. George Clinton wasn't like other musicians. He was a visionary, a mad scientist of sound. He took his two bands, Parliament and Funkadelic, and created something the world had never seen before. In 1976, Clinton launched the P-Funk Earth Tour. He had a budget of $275,000, the biggest ever given to a black music act for touring. That was serious money. He hired the same set designer who worked for the Rolling Stones and Kiss. He needed 7 trucks just to move the equipment. But the centerpiece? The mothership. Picture this. You're at a concert. The arena is packed. Bodies everywhere. The lights go down. Then you hear it. That bass. That deep, rumbling bass that makes your chest vibrate. The crowd goes wild. And then, from the ceiling, it descends. A massive spaceship. Chrome and lights. Landing on stage. The door opens. Smoke pours out. And George Clinton emerges. Rainbow hair. Platform boots 3 feet high. A cape made of stars. It looks like he came from another galaxy. And in a way, he did. He came from a future where black people were free. Where we were cosmic. Where we were gods. The crowd loses it. People screaming, crying, dancing. Because they'd never seen anything like this. Never seen black excellence on this scale. Never seen us claim space literally and figuratively. Like this, Clinton would walk down the mothership ramp, microphone in hand. The band, sometimes over 40 performers on stage, would be in full force. Bootsy Collins on bass, his star-shaped guitar flashing. Bernie Worrell on keyboards, creating sounds you didn't know were possible. The horns section blasting, dancers moving. It was chaos. Beautiful, organized chaos. And the music? Songs like "Give Up the Funk" and "Flashlight" weren't just songs. They were mantras. When Clinton sang, "We want the funk, give up the funk," he wasn't talking about music. He was talking about authenticity, about being yourself without apology, about giving up the fake respectability politics and embracing who you really were. For black folks in the audience, especially those who'd grown up being told to straighten their hair, talk proper, act white to get ahead, this was liberation. The mothership wasn't just a stage prop. It was a vehicle to a new way of being black in America. While Parliament-Funkadelic was creating cosmic funk, the Ohio players were bringing fire, literally. In February 1975, their song "Fire" hit #1 on both the R&B and pop charts. It stayed at the top for weeks. The song opened with a fire truck siren. Loud, urgent. You couldn't ignore it. Then the bass came in. Funky, tight. The horns followed. And when the vocals started, you were already moving. Your hips had a mind of their own. Fire was everywhere that year. At house parties in Chicago. At block parties in Oakland. At cookouts in Atlanta. On car radios, cruising through Harlem. Black America was on fire, and the Ohio players gave us the soundtrack. But it wasn't just fire. They followed it up with "Love Roller Coaster" in 1976. Another #1 hit on both charts. The Ohio players had figured out the formula. Tight musicianship, catchy hooks, and a groove so deep you could drown in it. Their live performances were legendary. The Midnight Special TV show in 1975 captured one. 9 minutes of pure funk. Lead guitarist Leroy Sugarfoot Bonner, yes, his nickname was Sugarfoot, would close the show with a scat guitar solo that defied description. He'd sing and play guitar at the same time, creating sounds that seemed impossible. And the audience? They couldn't sit still. Even watching on TV at home, black families would get up and dance in their living rooms. The Ohio Players made you move. It wasn't optional. If Parliament-Funkadelic was the wild, psychedelic side of funk, Earth, Wind, and Fire was the sophisticated cousin. Maurice White created a sound that blended funk, soul, jazz, rock, and African rhythms into something transcendent. Songs like September, Shining Star, and That's the Way of the World weren't just hits. They were anthems that crossed generations. You'd hear them at weddings and funerals, at graduations and family reunions. They were the soundtrack to Black life in the 70s. Maurice White was a perfectionist. Every horn hit had to be precise. Every vocal harmony had to be tight. The band rehearsed endlessly, and it showed. When Earth, Wind, and Fire performed, it was flawless. Their choreography was synchronized. Their outfits were immaculate. White silk, Egyptian-inspired designs, platforms, and capes. They looked like royalty, black royalty. The concerts were spiritual experiences. The music would build and build, the horns soaring, the rhythm section locking in, and then Maurice would hit a note that seemed to pierce through to your soul. People in the audience would cry, not from sadness, but from feeling so deeply connected to something bigger than themselves. Earth, Wind, and Fire reminded black folks that we weren't just survivors. We were magnificent. We had ancient roots. We had cosmic connections. We had power that went beyond this physical world. But you didn't need to go to a big concert to experience funk. The music lived in the neighborhoods. On every black block in America, someone has sound system. And on summer Saturday nights, they'd bring it outside. Speakers the size of refrigerators would appear on front porches. Extension cords snaked from houses. And as the sun went down, the music would start. First, you'd feel it. That bass. Thump, thump, thump. Shaking windows. Rattling car doors. Making your heart beat in sync. Then people would start coming out. Kids first, running down the street. Then teenagers, styling in their platform shoes and bell-bottoms. Then adults, carrying folding chairs and cups of something cold. The DJ, usually somebody's cousin or uncle who took his record seriously, would start spinning. Kool and the Gang's Jungle Boogie. Parliaments tear the roof off the sucker. James Brown's Get on the Good Foot. The Isley Brothers.
Stereotypes, making it both entertaining and respectful. Black families enjoyed watching the movie together, laughing at the antics, while appreciating the representation of black friendship and neighborhood life. Uptown Saturday Night showed that black comedy could be successful, sophisticated, and thoroughly enjoyable. Cornbread, Earl and Me was a powerful drama about police violence and its impact on a black community. The film told the story of a promising young basketball player killed by police and the aftermath his death creates. For black audiences, the movie addressed painful realities they understood too well: the loss of young black lives and the fight for justice. The film featured a young Lawrence Fishburne and dealt with themes of innocence, injustice, and community resilience. Black families watching recognized the story's relevance and its reflection of real struggles in their communities. Cornbread, Earl and Me was important because it brought attention to issues that matter to black people and did so with honesty and emotional depth. Mahogany starred Diana Ross as an aspiring fashion designer who rises from poverty in Chicago to become an international model. The film explored themes of ambition, identity, and love within the context of the fashion world. For black audiences, Mahogany was both glamorous and thought-provoking. It showed a black woman achieving success in a predominantly white industry, while questioning what success truly means. The movie's fashion, music, and romance made it entertaining, while its themes of self-discovery resonated with black viewers navigating their own paths. Black girls watching saw a black woman as the center of a glamorous story, proving that black beauty and talent belonged in any space. 5 on the Black Hand side celebrated black family love, while acknowledging that change and growth are natural parts of family life. Let's Do It Again reunited Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby in a comedy about two friends who use hypnosis to rig a boxing match. The film combined humor with themes of friendship, loyalty, and community. For Black audiences, the movie was pure entertainment, a chance to watch beloved Black stars in a fun, clever story. The chemistry between Poitier and Cosby made the film engaging, and its lighthearted approach provided joy without sacrificing intelligence. Black families enjoyed the movie together, laughing at the schemes and appreciating the representation of Black friendship and ingenuity. Let's Do It Again showed that Black films could be commercially successful while remaining culturally authentic and thoroughly enjoyable. Which of these shows or movies meant the most to you growing up? Drop your favorite memory in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another trip down memory lane. Let's keep celebrating the shows and films that shaped Black culture in the 1970s.